I shall now call upon the President to address the joint sitting.
Speaker of the National Assembly, Ms. Thandi Modise, Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces.
On the point of order, Speaker. On the point of order, Speaker.
What's the point of order?
Can the President please sit down? I'm following the rules,
What's
Speaker.
the point of order?
Can we follow the rules?
What's the point of order?
Can we follow the rules? According to Rule 14C, read alongside 14S. If you read them now, you will realize that President must sit down before I raise the point of order. Please sit down, President. We're going to help you run this parliament. Sit down, President. Follow the rules. We're going to help you. You want to follow the rules and sit down.
Can you find out what is the point of order?
Well, the point of order, Speaker, is that we cannot sit here in this parliament with millions of South Africans watching us when they know that they are in darkness because of one man who has made sure that our state-owned entities are in a state of collapse. Today, Eskom cannot keep light in our houses.
Point of order.
Today, we cannot fly to Durban because there is a minister who is making sure that SAA is dysfunctional.
Point of order.
Today, we sit here with a minister that is working for white monopoly capital, making sure that the state-owned entities go to his friends.
Point of order.
We call for an adjournment.
Point of order.
That the President must go outside and make sure that he makes an announcement to the nation.
Can you please sit down?
Pravin Gordhan is no longer a minister of this country. We cannot sit with him. We want to sit with Pravin Gordhan, not here. Pravin Gordhan must go. Pravin Gordhan must go, please.
That's not a point of order.
Point of order.
With the greatest respect, Madam Speaker, the Constitution is also on our side. Because we are members sworn to the Constitution, we also have a right to partake in these proceedings. I just want to really bring to your attention.
Can I respond to you on that point of the
I will be done in a moment, Speaker. I'll be done. We can't gather like things are normal here when things are abnormal. Pravin Gordhan, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, misled you. He misled you together with another man, and you fire the other man and not fire Pravin Gordhan.
Take your seat.
Please fire Pravin Gordhan now so that we go.
Take your seat. No honorable members.
EFF, if they want to engage you, let's go outside and engage outside. Leave this elderly people. Let's go and engage outside.
Let's go, Baba. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Order.
Let's go. Let's go.
Honorable members. Honorable members, take your seats. Honorable members, take your seats. No. Honorable members, take your seats. Honorable members, take your seats. You all have a minute to take your seat or march out. Take your seats.
I want to call order.
Honorable Shibambu, take your seat. Honorable members. Honorable members. Honorable members, you clearly do not have any interest in the business of this house today. You are delaying us. You are refusing us to start with the business of the day. Honorable members, there is an input on the floor. Any member who feels they do not want to participate in the proceedings of this joint sitting today, you are free to walk out and allow us and the rest of this country to enjoy the state of the nation. If you choose to sit and do not leave, you will sit and allow us to continue with the decorum of this house so that we can get on with the business of the day. Any other member who will stand up in this house and disrupt, please live in peace. Any member, you are disrupting. No. Honorable Shibambo, what do you understand to be a disruption?
A disruption is when you do not use the rules to make interruptions. An interruption is allowed in terms of the rules that are contained in this book, which guides all of us here now. There are two issues which you cannot overlook, Speaker. One, you have got a semi-literate person who can think and says here, who must go and fight outside the country.
No, I'm not entertaining that.
That is one.
No.
And number two, if we cannot find each other here in terms of this, which I propose because we did not have a chief whips forum yesterday, the whips must go outside to come with a solution.
Honorable,
so that we can guide these
can I address
whips on what must happen. So that is a concrete proposal so that we come to guide this house as whips of what should happen. That is the concrete proposal.
Honorable Shibambo, you sit and you let us proceed with the business of today. No, Honorable Malemba, we have had enough.
No, on a point of order. You keep on saying members of parliament are disrupting parliament. When we stand up and speak through you, you cannot call that a disruption. You cannot call our inputs here a disruption. We've got a right to be here. We've got a right to speak here. And that's what we are getting paid for. And we can't, when we execute our responsibility, say, no, we don't have time. We've got all the time. We are getting paid to be here. We've got all the time. The chief whip has made a progressive proposal that let's adjourn for 5 minutes.
We're not adjourning.
So that the chief whips can talk outside, since there was no chief whip forum.
Honorable Malema, please take your seat.
Because this input we're going to make it yesterday
please
in the
take your
chief
seat.
whips forum. There was no chief whips forum. And
Honorable Malema, take your seat.
Forum, there's nothing we can do.
Honorable Malema, take your seat.
Through the rules. Which rules are you quoting?
I am saying please take your seat.
But guide us through the rules. You are not your king.
If you do not wish to take your seat, sir, please leave this house. Honorable Mkalipi, I am not taking any further points of orders. You are simply retarding the progress of this house tonight. Honorable Godfrey, I'm not taking your point of order.
Madam Speaker,
you
I've
are
been so
simply
well
retarding
with you
our progress. Take your seat.
We started because
take your seat.
Recognize you so well.
If you do not wish to take your
I'm
seat,
going to take my seat.
I am going to ask that you be held out of this house.
Please, just before that. And
no,
don't be like Mama
take your seat. Take your seat. No, honorable members,
Speaker.
you cannot come here and take away the rights of the rest of this house.
This one has taken the rights of our people to have lights and to fight debate.
I will not have
this one.
I will not have dialogue with you. Take your seat.
This one.
Take your seat.
But Madam Speaker,
take your
seat.
A
transgression.
Take your.
It's not spurious.
Take your seat. That honorable members, no member has any right to threaten any member. Neither does any member.
Why can you please sit down?
Neither does any member have the right to take away and to disadvantage any other member in any other fashion. So, you are not angels because you infringe on the right of all the other members in this house to proceed. And that is why I'm saying I'm not taking any point.
I'd really like to make a plea one more time that we should allow the President to proceed with his State of the Nation address. Honorable President, please proceed.
On the Chairperson of the NCOP, on a point of order.
I've not recognized you.
There's no rule here
Honourable
that is
member.
a party.
Honourable
You are
member.
treated as members one by one here.
Honourable member, I've not recognized you, so please sit down. Please proceed, Honourable President.
Speaker,
I have already
Speaker.
said,
can you please recognize us? I want us to work according to rules here. We are in parliament,
Honourable Malima,
an activist parliament.
Honourable Malima, we've not been recognized. Please sit down.
Can you recognize me?
Please sit down. Please sit.
Recognition?
Please sit. Honourable President,
Praambi.
No, Ampi, you are making a mistake. You are making a mistake. Recognize me. I want to speak according to the rules. Honorable Speaker, you ought to say to us, according to which rule are you no longer going to take hands on point of order? Number one. Number two, there is no one who's going to be treated as a party here. There's no party here. They are members of parliament who shall be recognized as individual members of parliament. So there's no party. So please, and there is no majority and there's no minority.
Honourable
And if
Malema.
you are going to go with that narrative of minority, minority will know us.
Honourable
In
Malema.
this
Slender,
country.
can you please sit down? Slender.
Please sit down. Honourable President, we're now proceeding, honourable members, with the State of the Nation address.
Speaker of the National Assembly, Ms. Thandi Modise, the Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces, Mr. Amos Masondo,
Honorable members, we are going to suspend the proceedings of this House. The bells will be rung for you to reconvene. This House is suspended.
You can remain with your declared and your Pravin. We can't sit with this sellout. Remain with them, Pravin and murderer.
Thank you very
We are
much.
not going to be addressed.
On a point of order, Honourable Speaker. Thank you very much. Please.
Pravin must go.
Samnandas must go. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave. Order. Order. Thank you very much. Please proceed.
You don't have to tell us to leave the house. We are already
Honorable
leaving on our
members, leave
own.
the House.
We are living on our own.
Numbers must go.
Permission.
Numbers must go. There is no shedding. Our people are not going to.
Order, members. Order.
For more, go to ewn.co.za.